everybody, I'm Stacy, owner of Premier Boxing and MMA. Thank you for visiting our channel where you can learn to fight like a pro. Our trainer, James Spider Webb, former pro boxer, will demonstrate how to punch, deliver an uppercut, overhand right, slip, and give you the proper stance. Also, show you the proper use of self-defense tactics, and we all need that this day and time. So come join us at Premier Boxing and MMA.
I'm gonna go with some basic tips on the training mistakes, little things people just need to focus on or think about while they're training. One of the biggest things I think people do wrong is they're sparring with 16 or 18-ounce gloves when they fight in 4-ounce gloves. So if he's punching at me, a boxing glove, with a big glove, I have this big thing to hide behind. When I get in the actual fight, I got this little big thing to hide behind and that little glove. So if I'm doing this, the little glove can come through. So you have to think about these kind of things. And if he's throwing a hook, you throw that hand. And I got this big old glove to hide behind. Then in the real fight, I got this little bitty thing. So you have to practice blocking with the smaller gloves, knowing the smaller gloves can penetrate your defense and you have less to hide behind. So you have to wrap the hook. I have to wrap and use my whole forearm to block, and especially for the kick. So if their foot wraps around my head, it's not going to catch me in the back of the head. So just little things you got to think about. I had to practice blocking from the difference of sparring, because you have to spar in bigger gloves so you don't kill your sparring partners. And practice going through drills with smaller gloves to know what you can and can't get away with and how to block. And another thing I noticed since I started coaching MMA guys is they would go from, okay, we're boxing, okay, now we're kickboxing, now we're grappling, now we're wrestling. You have to develop what I call a neutral stance, where you can do one thing from everything. You can check kicks, you can punch, you can sprawl, you can shoot. You have to have a stance where you can do everything from one stance. Another thing that I see people doing is there's a lot of emphasis on all the foot twisting. It's okay to twist your feet, but people tend to get too carried away with it, because you can't name one high-profile fight, MMA or boxing, where you've seen somebody out there throwing a combination doing this. No, they're just punching. You need to worry about twisting your hips and digging more than all the. Plus, when you do that, you're shifting weight from one foot to the other foot. If you try to do it too much, you're going to throw yourself off balance. If I'm dug in and I can hit my opponent, I'm going to push from the ground. I'm going to get more torque pushing that way and hitting. If you disagree with that, go outside, put your car on flat ground, put it in neutral, and push like this, and you'll move the car. Twist your foot, the car is not going nowhere. So, say this is my opponent, and I'm having to come forward. I'm gonna twist then, because as I twist, I'm moving all my momentum forward, and I'm gonna carry my body weight behind me. But if I'm dug in where I can hit the person, I'm just gonna dig and punch from here. Or if I'm throwing a check hook, and he's coming at me, and I throw a check hook to get around, then I'm going to twist. But if I'm in front of him, I'm going to dig and push from this foot and get as much torque from my hips as possible.